Hi, I'm Dusty, your SDP Pro, and I'm here to talk about the documents and documentation you will need and will be creating as you move into self-determination. Now, the documents you're going to create will be a person-centered plan, or PCP. You're going to create a budget with the regional center. So the regional center will help get that budget in place, and that'll create your certified budget. You're going to then create a spending plan. And lastly, you're going to update your individual program plan or your IPP. Now, in addition to creating these documents, you're going to also need to be prepared to provide documentation. Now, this documentation is what the regional center will use to determine or make a decision about whether or not they are going to pay for a service or support that you're asking for. So if you've identified things that you need, services that you're wanting, but also things that maybe you haven't used before, Regional Center may ask you to show them proof that you actually need them. Let me give you an example. If you're asking for, let's say, a wheelchair, Regional Center is going to want to make sure that a doctor has said you do in fact need this kind of wheelchair. They're going to want to see that you've asked your insurance and that insurance says no. So you're going to get a doctor's note. You're going to have to show that insurance said no, and you're going to give that back to the regional center and say, here's my documentation that supports why I need a wheelchair. So there may be things that you're asking for that the regional center wants to make sure that you have used your generic resources. That's where those insurance denials or school denials come into play, and that you have an actual need for them. So be prepared to gather up anything that may help support the reason why you're asking Regional Center for these things. IEP records, medical records, doctor's notes, doctor's orders, insurance denials, school denials, IHSS denials, etc. Whatever helps you support your case for the reason why you're asking Regional Center for help. So remember, you're going to have documents you're going to create, like a person-centered plan, a certified budget, the spending plan, and your IPP. And then you're going to also be responsible for getting documentation that supports why you're asking Regional Center for the things that you're asking for.